Hello and welcome to Coffee with the Librarians Summer Solstice 2024 edition. I'm really excited about this one because I said, I want to talk about the solstice. I want to talk about the solstice. Tell me something about the summer solstice. Tell me. And the response was kind of funny. So let me go back in. Okay, the response is around the importance of ritual. And why I said earlier it was kind of funny is because the librarians want to point out our craving for ritual, the word I get is seasonality, our seasonality. We are an animal. We are in tune with the seasons, the planet, the earth, and yet we are so stubborn to think that we are above all of that. We are so stubborn to think that we are separate, when indeed we are not separate. We are of the planet. We are of the earth. We are in sync with everything, whether we resist being in sync or not. And that's one of the things that they want to share is how when we feel like our life is not flowing, when things aren't in sync, when it's just not working out, we just don't know why. They're asking us to return to the flow, to the seasons, to nature, to what's going on, both within and around us. That there is a cycle to the seasons externally, and yet not all human being follows the exact cycle of the season the same way other human beings follow that same cycle of the season. They are pointing out we also have hormonal cycles, we have aging cycles, we have developmental cycles, we have healing cycles. And the image that they're showing me is like this great swirling mass. You have this spiral galaxy, and we have our galaxy, we have our planet rotating, we have all of this rotation going on everywhere. So everything is in flux and flow all the time. And just because our Earth is doing this or it's rotating this way doesn't mean that we are all static on Earth. And that is something that they say we forget sometimes. We think that because, and this is both literal and metaphoric, if the planet is rotating like this and we are all on the planet, we think we should all be in sync. What they want to point out is, yes, the planet is doing this. There is that sense of unity, but each of us is rotating as an individual, as a family pod, as a country, as a culture. So there's all these little mini rotations. It's the whole fractal concept. And then so taking that in, we're rotating internally, then we're rotating within our family, within our corporation or workplace, within our culture, within our nation, within our socioeconomic group, within all of these things. But then externally, not only are we joined as one on the planet, but then the planet is also part of a larger solar system and galaxy and all of that. So to expect everybody to be at the same place at the same time is, what's the word? Foolhardy. It's foolhardy. And what they're asking us to remember is to find those grounding moments of oneness, that we are all whatever it is that we are all. And if we want peace both within and without, to stop focusing on where other people aren't rotating the way we are, and to focus instead on all of the people who are rotating like us. And they're saying it's especially prevalent in politics, religion, things like that, where there are mass groups of people. The word is consuming, where we're all consuming the same stuff and we're all rotating the same way. Stop focusing on the people who aren't. And when I mean consuming, they're showing me, like, I don't know what that machine is, but that where it like mows down the wheat, like a thresher or something like that, where it just Don't do that. Don't take down everybody in your path. Don't consume them to get them to rotate the same place that you are. Stay with those who are rotating similarly to find your peace. And more unification happens when more people, and they're saying it's not division. They're saying you may see this as division by saying staying with people who are rotating the same way that you are, and that creates more division. No, it actually doesn't. What they're saying the problem is the way that we consume, the way that we want to pull everybody into our orbit. We are all supposed to be on different orbits. When you find the synchronicity with other people in the same orbits, it becomes this joy-filled dance. And then we're all orbiting and it's all doing this. And when we're trying to suck people into our gravitational pull, who knew this is going to be planetary? Yeah, who knew? When we try to suck too many people in, that's when it gets lopsided. And it's like, thank you. They said, we don't need the planets. It's like a washing machine. It's like a washing machine that has gotten off balance. The off balance happens when we start trying to consume and pull other people into our rotation. Let everybody rotate. It creates this beautiful, magical, synchronous. Is that even a word? It creates a synchronous, not sanctimonious. Play on words there. Synchronous. Oh, there's sanctity. There's sanctity in the synchronicity. That's cool. There's sanctity in the synchronicity. When we're all in sync, being in sync means all doing our own thing. Being in sync means all dancing our own part. Being in sync means we're all rotating at the right time in the right place, which is not the same as everybody else. So when you're staying on your track and you're hanging with other people and you're not trying to consume other people, that's when it's in perfect balance. That's your washing machine that is not being thrown off balance. Wow. Okay, they're funny. They said, you cut us off a little bit short last time and there's a lot coming on. And now you're asking to talk about solstice. And yeah, thank you. The summer solstice is about bringing us back to this balance. It's the return. Both the winter solstice and the summer solstice are return of the light, but in a different way. The return of the light in the summer solstice is about reclaiming those things that were taken away. It's when you have been consumed in the threshing machine of somebody else. It's about taking yourself back. It's about when you have started spinning like this because everybody around you is doing that, but really your natural rhythm is that. It's about moving back into that and dancing fully in your own rhythm. It's about returning to your individual place. So the summer solstice today, moving forward, it's about reclaiming and returning to who you were before you got mowed down. Yep, returning and reclaiming who you were before you got mowed down. And then expressing that. Instead of keeping it quiet, this is about expression. So this is who I was before I was hurt. Be that person. This is who I was before I was sick. Be that person. This is who I was before I was consumed in a toxic news cycle. Be that person. That's what the summer equinox is about. So I'm saying, so what is the difference on the winter equinox? And they're saying we're not there yet. Thank you. Can I have a little? The winter equinox is a more the quiet light within. It's returning to a spiritual connection. The winter equinox is not as much about expression. The summer equinox is a solstice. Solstice is about expression, where the winter one is about lighting you up within. The summer is lighting you up externally and being and doing and expressing. So that is the difference between the two. And again, there is much to say. Let me know if you ever want a private reading. I'm happy to do that. And other than that, I am going to cut it off, and happy summer. I know it was our first full day today, so enjoy it. Bye.